This episode is brought to you by SmartVestor. Connect with an investing pro near you at RamseySolutions.com/SmartVestor.
All right, let's go to the phones and go to Catherine in Bellevue, Washington. Hey, Catherine, welcome to the show.
Hi, thank you for taking my call.
Yes, absolutely. How can we help?
I am looking for a little advice on building my retirement starting at 42 years old.
All right. So great. Okay, what are your questions around it?
Basically, I just don't really know where to begin. There's so much information out there and where to get started, and I don't have any support at work as far as 401ks or Roth IRAs or anything like that.
Okay, so your company does not offer a 401k?
Correct.
Okay. So really, yeah, the two best streams. Do you own the business or you're an employee?
I'm an employee. I'm a nanny and a house manager for a celebrity up here.
Oh, okay. That's great.
Yeah.
Okay. And how much are you making a year?
170.
170. Okay. Yeah. So for you, are you like a 10? Why am I blanking? A 1049? 1099. Thank you.
I collect a W-2 every year.
Okay. So yeah.
Do you have an LLC? Like, would you apply
No.
for a SEP, or is this just you're just a W-2 employee going right into your?
I'm a W-2 employee.
Okay.
Yeah, it's a massive. They have a pretty massive network, so
Staff.
I'm one of probably 300 employees.
Okay. All right.
Okay. Yeah, I was gonna say because if you were able to, get around that in any way, you could do like a self-funded 401k or something for self-employed. But I don't think that would work with the W-2.
Does your employer offer a 401?
No.
Okay.
So, Catherine, if I were you, I would do the Roth IRA. You do, because I think it's $121,000 this year, or I'm not sure in 2025. If you make above that, you're gonna have to do what's called a backdoor Roth IRA. And so, if you make above that income limit, which you do, you're going to have to, just do what's called a backdoor Roth. And if you sit down with a SmartVestor Pro, we can get you connected to one, or at least look at options in your area after this call. But what you'll do is basically open up a traditional Roth, and they're all their fancy signages and all the things. You kind of basically sign back over, and you just basically turn it right into a Roth right there at that sitting. It just takes some signatures, and it's completely legal, but it's just called the backdoor Roth IRA. So that's an option that you can do. You can put up to $7,000 in that. And then above that, I mean, from a tax perspective, there's not a ton you could do. I mean, I would be investing. And so looking into just some good growth stock mutual funds and putting some money away. And so here's the key is 15% of your income is what you want to be investing. And so once you max out that Roth, and then I would look above that and say, okay, what's left of that 15%? And then I would get, you can do even an index fund or just a mutual fund. But when you sit down with a SmartVestor Pro, they can really help you with that because the tax advantage is not great. You will pay taxes when you take that money out at retirement, which the Roth you won't.
Right.
You'll be paying taxes before that. And so that's kind of the sucky part of it. But I don't know any other great option when it comes to that. That's what I would do though. But I would continue to invest that 15%. And do you have any debt?
I don't have any debt.
Okay, that's great. Yeah, so our formula, just so you know, Catherine, kind of what we say is match beats Roth beats traditional. So you always want to start with the match of like a 401k. You don't have that, so that means you'll just jump over to the Roth, max out the Roth, and then anything else you'll just go to any type of like kind of traditional accounts, but there's not really great in the retirement lane for you that I can think of. But again, I would sit down with the SmartVestor Pro and look at all of your options. But if I were you, even, do you have a HSA?
No, I don't.
Okay.
Any health insurance at all?
I do have health insurance, yes. I just don't have the savings account.
Okay.
With it, okay. Yeah, because that's another option. You could put some money and let that grow and cash flow some medical expenses. That would be another avenue. But yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, that's what I would do if I were you.
The combination of those two things, the backdoor Roth and the 15%, will get me to the finish line in retirement.
Yeah, absolutely. It should. Again, I want you to run your numbers. I don't have a computer right here. 42?
I'm 42.
How long do you think you're going to make $170,000?
There's lots of money to be made up here, so as long as I'm healthy and strong, I can do it.
Yeah.
And you're single, Catherine, did you say?
Yes.
Okay, perfect. Yeah, if you go to RamseySolutions.com and just Google Ramsey Solutions investment calculator and put in your numbers, it's actually very encouraging. Compound interest will shock you more.
I'll do it for you right now. What's your name right now? I mean, I'm sorry. What's your age right now?
42.
42.
42.
All right. Let's pretend you worked until 67. How much do you have in investments right now?
Nothing. I'm starting at 0 right now.
Starting at 0. Okay. So what's Rachel? What is 15%?
Yeah, you'll get about 30.
About 30 a year you put away.
Yeah.
Okay. So if you put away 30,000, and your annual return,
Let's just say
is
10%.
it there?
Put 0 at that red.
Oh yeah. All right. So I'm doing this for you with the Ramsey investment calculator. Good gosh. If you put away, is that right? $30,000 between now and 67, and your annual return is about 10%.
It may be, well, I guess 30 would be on 200,000. So put 25 to be conservative.
I'll put 20 just for fun. If you'll put $20,000 a year and you make 10% return on that from 42.
Is that monthly?
Oh, monthly, yeah. Sorry.
I was like, oh my gosh, we're all going to be.
Yeah, you'll have $2.5 million.
Oh, wow. Okay.
Yeah. So that's if you put,
that's pretty conservative.
That's very conservative. If you put $2,000 a month in retirement.
Okay.
And you put that away, and making 170 with no debt, you can put more than that. And if you feel comfortable doing a little catch up, we're okay with that too. I would be a little bit paranoid being 42 with nothing, right? So I'd want to see that quicker. So I might, if I have no bills and no expenses, and I'm 170 plus a house manager, which means some of my meals might get covered. That means some of my bills might get covered. I might take that money and roll it over. But hopefully you hear the main thing here is intentionality with every penny you got.
Yeah, for sure. And Catherine, I would really encourage you to sit down with the SmartVestor Pro.
Yes.
I do this once a year. My husband and I do, to look at retirement, run these numbers. And again, I give them so much credit because I swear every time we go, there's some new thing that they're like teaching me. And they're like, oh yeah, this with this tax, thing here, and you can do this with your giving. I mean, they're just, they live and breathe this stuff, and they can be so helpful and just give you the confidence to know, okay, this is my plan. It doesn't have to be too complicated. It actually, I can kind of set something up and I'm going to be great. So you're doing great, Catherine. You've done an excellent job up until now. So that's awesome. If you stay on the line, Catherine, I'll have Christian pick up. And just make sure you get that website to our SmartVestor Pros and interview a couple there in that Seattle area, and find one that you trust and that you love and start investing. Excited for you, Catherine.
Thanks for tuning in to Ramsey Everyday Millionaires. Need help with your investments? Connect with a SmartVestor Pro at RamseySolutions.com/SmartVestor or click the link in the show notes. Ramsey Solutions is a paid non-client promoter of participating pros. Learn more at RamseySolutions.com/SmartVestor.